Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sutton's Days. Today, I thought we'd sit down and have a chat, and I need to be on my computer to do it today. So, this is the backdrop because I'm pretty sure that the new puppy will take down my screen. Okay, so that's my office. That's the living room that's being remodeled. That's the chaos that is my table. Bring it in. Let's talk. Okay. Um, I was trying to find a way to convey a message today, and I think I'm just going to throw it out there and you guys hit me back with what you think and what your opinions are on it. And I'm going to do a little screen sharing here. Okay. I talked about the impending shortages for 2023. And most of you were very gracious in your comments. And then there were some, but I realize that it's not just about stocking your pantry. It's about what you're stocking in your pantry. Now, I'm not here to tell you what to eat, okay? You eat whatever you want to eat. But I want to show you some trends here. I want to show you some things that I'm taking notice of that make me more cognizant of what I'm putting into my pantry for my working pantry and my long-term food storage. Because to me, like I've said, my pantry is the best insurance that money can buy. That right there is money in the bank, because I will not see these prices again. I may not see these prices again. It is insurance against inflation. It is insurance against disaster. It is insurance against job loss, medical conditions, death, you name it. Okay. So having a prepared pantry, there's a lot of different things to factor into it, but don't let it overwhelm you, because it shouldn't overwhelm you. It's a challenge. It's an adventure. It's a puppy moving everything on my desk. Okay, but don't be fearful about it. Get out there, do your due, learn everything that you have to learn, okay? And you've got this. Don't be intimidated. It's food. Food is necessary. So this is where I'm bringing in my opinion, which I don't, I have opinions. We all know I have opinions, right? Because the food that we're ingesting, the food that we're putting into our body is 100% behind the ailments that we are suffering today. It is 100% behind the increase in diabetes, the increase in cancer, the increase in any number of things, because we just don't know what's in our foods today. Okay. Half of it isn't food. It's like adding sawdust to bread to fill your stomach. That is what I compare the food on our grocery store shelves to today. Okay. Is to the Great Depression, where they put sawdust in their bread to help bulk it up and fill their bellies. That is what we're doing. Now, I know that a lot of you have probably heard about this, but on February 1st, they had a thing, 2.5 million pounds of Kroger, Great Value, and Goya and more brands of canned meat recalled over a packaging defect. Packaging defect. Okay. This is why I don't put this stuff on my shelves. This is why I learned to pressure can. This is why I have the quantity of pressure canned meats that I do on my shelf. Because one, I'm not sure what's in these. I'm really not. Number two, because somebody else is making them. Somebody else is packaging them, then distributing them. And it's just questionable how it will impact you and your health. Okay. So they're recalling more than 2.5 million pounds of canned meat and poultry products because of a packaging defect that may cause the products to become contaminated without showing any outward signs of contamination. What? Okay, recalled brands include Armour, Kroger, Goya, Prairie Belt, Hargis House, Grace, and Great Value. Walmart. Okay. The problem was discovered when the company notified the FSIS after observing spoiled and or leaking cans from multiple production dates at the establishment's warehouse. I'll put the links to all these articles down below so that you can read them. Okay. As of the posting of this recall, there have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to the consumption of these products. Anyone concerned about an injury or illness should contact a healthcare provider. That is like one of the biggest things is most people won't understand that what they just ate is what caused them to be sick. Or they'll think, oh, it's just a little stomach flu. You know, 'tis the season, right? This is bad because I know a lot of people in the prepper community are big on these things. I can't. I can't. Anyway, so we have to be aware of what it is that we are sticking in our faces, quite honestly. Okay. When I talked about the food shortages, I threw up examples of different ways that we can uh, um, substitute, thank you, that we can substitute what we buy commercially with things that we make at home. That to me is super, super important. But we need to take a look at what it is that we're ingesting at home. And this one caught my attention because what? Okay. These companies are in charge of our food. We are buying their food. Well, somebody's buying their food. Honey Smacks. I can remember Honey Smacks. They've been around for a really long time. I honestly didn't know they were still around. I don't eat this stuff, okay? The food safety settlement entered in the federal case against Honey Smacks producer. This is from the 3rd of February. We're talking, remember, I'm just sticking within, the last 7 days here, you guys, okay? One of the largest ever food safety fine and forfeiture case. A producer of Honey Smacks cereal pleaded guilty to operating in unsanitary conditions that resulted in an outbreak of salmonella infections. They pled guilty to unsanitary conditions. You are spending your hard-earned money to buy that, okay? Number one, it's pure garbage, okay? That is the ultimate in sawdust in your bread. Seriously. There's not a nutritional thing about breakfast cereals. Not one. A $19.2 million payment is part of a federal plea agreement with food and ingredient manufacturing company Kerry Incorporated, according to an announcement from the U.S. Department of Justice. Kerry is scheduled to be sentenced on March 14th. The 2018 outbreak sickened at least 135 people, according to the Centers for Disease Control. No one died, but 34 people had to be hospitalized. The outbreak spanned 36 states. The outbreak was determined to be over in 2018. The CDC reported that many more people were likely sickened. I lost my place. Were likely sickened in the outbreak because of the conditions at the plant being multi-year, and some people probably did not seek treatment for the illness. They believe this went on for years. They were, I mean, if you read through the article, they were inspected regularly and failed regularly, and management and employees did not take the directives seriously, and they risked your health and wellness. They risked the health and wellness of you and your family for garbage, because this stuff will kill you, okay? I know different income levels, different everything else, okay, have to be factored into food. But this is a food-like substance, and they were trying to kill you. Yeah. It's frustrating to me because this is not real food. In my opinion, this is not something that we should be eating, because it's super simple to create your own food. Cold breakfast cereal, maybe not, okay? But there are substitutes for breakfast. There are other things you can make for breakfast. Technically, you can eat anything you want. Breakfast is the breaking of the fast. So after a fast from the day before, this is the meal that you use to break that fast. It's breakfast, okay? But I know we all have we eat eggs for breakfast or omelets for breakfast, or we have oatmeal for breakfast or cream of wheat or whatever, okay? None of that should be bread with sawdust in it to bulk it up. And that is actually worse for you than bread with sawdust in it. It is pure garbage, and it is what is killing us. It's what's killing us, okay? So for the final one, I'm surprised that he let me get through this much. A Baltimore company recalls hundreds of products because of a Listeria contamination. This is from yesterday. Fresh Idealation Food Group of Baltimore is recalling products sold from January 21st 24th through January 30th because the products have the potential to be contaminated with Listeria. Some of the products have best by dates of February 6th. Products have been distributed in Connecticut, District of Columbia, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Virginia. Recalled products were sold in retail locations, vending machines, and during travel with transportation providers. Some of the products have best by dates of February 6th. The products include sandwiches, salads, snacks, yogurts, wraps, related products. They have a list of items. I mean, look at this. I'm still scrolling. I'm going to keep scrolling. It's going to keep going. Okay. I will put the link down below. Be aware of what you are intaking into your bodies. Be aware of what you are stocking your pantries with, because that is the number one important thing, to make sure that you're putting up real food, quality food, healthy food to sustain you and your family. Learn how to make things yourself. Learn how to substitute what you buy from the stores commercially. Take their power away from them. Take their ability away from them to kill us, because either they're going to do it slowly with diabetes and cancer, or they're going to do it quickly with Listeria. We have a choice. What is your choice? Okay. It's a little doom and gloom. Sorry. But honestly, give it some thought. Let me know your thoughts down below. I look forward to hearing from them, hearing from you about them. Until next time, everybody, be safe.